Hello, it's a Monday afternoon. Talking about God. Usually these things start off kind of slow and then go from there. Tonight, cooking dinner right now, so kind of a dual purpose day. Slow cooking some chicken about an hour, so it should be a lot of fun. Afternoon or evening or wherever you're at. Kind of a late day. Worked a long shift, so hope you all crush your goals today. SOS, Pablo. So hopefully you guys had a glorious day. Yeah, I love it as well. So one of the things I want to add to it is pins, so I can pop this thing up. Because the helm is removable. Well, I'll show you. But it uses a strap currently. When you need water, definitely want to have that option to lift it up. So let me see what you guys are saying. It's extremely hot. That's why you practice in it. Like it'll be worthy of your armor that you put on. So if you look at my videos, actually you practice in it. Sorry to hear that your dog died. Maybe you reunited with him in heaven or her. I know what it's like to lose an animal. What do they call it? The Rainbow Bridge. Dog went over the Rainbow Bridge. So I'm sorry for your loss. But yeah, this week's definitely been challenging for sure. I'm sure for many of you, this economy is pretty rough. So just making it day by day as probably as you all can. So by the grace of God, we make it. So, and I'm planning some pretty cool things for this channel in the coming weeks. What do you do for work? I was a software engineer, but it's extremely hard to find work in that field currently. So I'm currently door dashing and selling silver on eBay. Yeah. So those are two things I'm currently doing. So it was definitely a life adjustment to go from, six figures to no figures. It's going. This economy is rough. It's like I think October and towards the end of the year is usually slow months. So still growing. I'm trying to make everything I do kind of bring in revenue in some kind. Hence the YouTube channel to because I asked myself, what did people do to bring in revenue when it came to like hobbies like what I do? They would basically have a show, right? Boo Hurt does it, so figured out that's pretty much do with the hobby because I had to justify the time. So I could say like third I'm a YouTuber. Yeah. Yeah, DoorDash. Yeah, I think you're right. I made close to, I think 9K so far. I'm only 6 months in, and I've only taken it serious the past 3 months. On average, I'm about bringing in about 1,000. You can rank in about 1,000 to 2,000, depending on how hard you want to push it. So yeah, university. Yeah, definitely stay in university. So that skills will definitely help you. It's not so much the going to the university anymore. It's the being able to utilize what you learn and adapt to the workforce you're going into. My degree was in software engineering, or not software. My degree was in game simulation programming initially. So if you look at my channel, you actually see. If you go back to my first videos, you see some stuff from college. University of you're always gonna be learning, even outside of university, as the people would say. So always be learning, always be eager to learn new things, and never like what do they call it? I forget what they call it, but like when you stop learning, that's when you get overtaken by everyone else in the economy. So, and programming environment, you definitely gotta be learning all the time. If you're out a month or two, like that's almost a death sentence nowadays, especially with AI coming on the field. So, any advice for life? Live for something other than self, like selfish desires. Like have something to live for. Like my channel's bringing people closer to God. So, what that means is striving for perfection, because that's what God is. He's all perfect. You'll never be perfect. That's what Jesus died on the cross for, is to save you, right? But you should still try to strive every day to be perfect in all that you do. So, and don't be afraid to try new things. I do wear glasses. I have to wear glasses. So, but in combat with the helmet, I have to take the glasses off. So I'm actually blind in the videos you guys see. I can't see the enemies that well. They're all blurred. So I'm literally relying mostly on intuition and like subtle movements from the opponent. So eventually I'll build a helmet that I can have my glasses on, so I can actually have a fair fight with everyone. Let's see. About right there is where I could see perfectly. Blurry, 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 blurry. I think so. Pretty bad. So about a foot. Hey, Tuli Tuli. You're on my silver channel as well. I mean, life happens. Yeah, of course this is a setback, but you know, silver definitely helped out a lot. So I'm still making bars. So all is not lost. I have two channels. This one and Imperial Mark. Silver channel. I think that's where I met you, I believe. If you're the Tuli Tuli, I think you are. The silver channel. Huh? Yeah, it is a gift. That's why I say one of my other things. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I don't know. I already know my son. He's in his teens. But yeah, I gotta grow the other channel too eventually. Gotta be posting my pores and everything out there. So No, I'm part Hispanic as well, a quarter Hispanic, and I don't speak a lick of Spanish. Grew up around it. Don't speak it. You pour too much. The last thing I poured was a bar, but I did pour. Hold up, I got something right here that I poured. Pulled out my neck. I poured the backing to this because I didn't like how it was hollow in the center. So I went and poured silver to fill it all in. So carry this with me everywhere I go. If you ever see my videos, you see me with this at all times. So hello, Sabrine Catwright. Yeah. So this is one of the pieces I didn't sell when I lost my job, right? So all that silver definitely came in handy. So you lose your job, it kind of sucks, but at least you have that financial backing to rely on. So keep on stacking for sure. That up there. So you guys do anything awesome this week? Well, the week just started actually. Never mind what I'm talking about. It's a Monday. Any plans for the week, I should say? But anyway, some of the plans I got myself is obviously make more money. That's always the number one thing to do. Grow the channel one subscriber at a time, and just bring more followers to, I guess, Christ. That's all I can do. So, and also share more content. It's the same Imperial Mark. If you hear of Imperial Mark, it has the skull in it. I think I meant to talk to you a few times on that channel as well. A least favorite religion? I don't study religions. I just follow Christ. Because religious organizations can be corrupted. I mean, that should be evident throughout all of history, human history. So, I would say, think for yourself, read the Bible, and just make up your own mind. Because it gives you free will. So, that much I knew growing up. A follower of Christ is not. How do you believe in one religion but not know about others? Give me some variety, man. I mean, I know of the other religions. If you're asking, like, if I know of the other organizations, yeah, there's Catholicism, there's Hinduism, there's Islam. I know those things. I try not to be tribalistic and join sects or religious orders like that, I guess. So, yeah, child of God. I followed Christ. I actually had a spiritual encounter not too long ago. Actually 3 years ago now. But it's like, and I survived cancer, so it's kind of more of like, it's past belief and more like kind of no. I don't hate any country. No, I can't think of any none. I mean, there's people that live there, right? And then they're just trying to make it day to day, like I am as well. If you're talking about like, I don't hate. There is a person. I can't remember her name. She fled North Korea. That's you're talking about the government. Do I hate certain government institutions? Sure, right. You can despise certain systems, right. But yeah, evil. There is evil organizations out there for sure. Uh, Outside the U.S., because I travel all over the U.S. Outside the U.S., I probably want to see Italy, Rome. Definitely want to make my way to Jerusalem at some point. I think that'd be kind of a fun video to make. Sorry about my cats. But yeah, I'll be probably doing a lot of traveling on this channel. I'm actually be going to Atlanta here, hopefully in the next month or so, to a war, Castle Wars. They did 2023, going to be doing 2024 this year. So that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of challenges ahead of a lot of financial challenges are ahead for sure, just because the economy's just been so crazy. And I bought my truck at the worst time possible. I'm sure you guys remember when trucks inflated to the moon. Spice Miner. So it's gonna be an interesting year for sure. And I gotta still build. That's one of the video series I'm gonna be working on next. Is actually building the tent. Because currently I'm using, they call it a mundane tent, or just basically a modern tent, and I've been wanting to transition over to a canvas tent. Yeah, I saw it on eBay. It's just been a slow month, so I get more inventory. More inventory on the store. We have a bunch. If you go if you go on eBay, you can look up Imperial Mark as well. MARQUE, and it's just Imperial. So we still sell. Gotta sell a lot more. I gotta melt bars and put more up there. So just get my business partner into gear to get up to volume. Because I'm sure you know the silver business is a volume game. Yeah. We got some products up there. I gotta make the 2025 bar set. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then eventually, I'm gonna be making some medieval coinage, right? So I've been looking into how to tool up for that. So I need to get the strike surface, what do they call it? The outburst and reverse. It's a die. You hit it with a hammer. They sell them on Etsy. So yeah, I do it little by little because it's so expensive. But yeah, we do 1 ounce and 2 ounce bar, but it's currently there's only 2 ounce bars in the store. So, oh yeah, yeah. I just gotta get the the funds to do it. Currently, I gotta get us in gear to get more inventory coming in, and just keep that. Just like on here on YouTube, I'm sure you know there's an algorithm on eBay, and I haven't been paying as much attention to the storefront as I should. So I think we slumped in sales, so I got to pick up on back up on that and put more up there every day. So kind of like I'm doing with shorts on this channel. Like you spend a little bit of time each day adding, right, basically to your inventory, to your catalog. So and eventually over time it grows. So kind of like stacking, right? I might have to just for yeah. I've been looking at copper. There's a local coin seller down near us that sells that stuff. So the copper is hard to work with. That stuff is, I can't melt it in my little crucible. I have to, yeah, I don't know how you melt it. It's like 2,000 plus degree, 2,000 degrees plus. It's just insane. Got stuck in my little handheld one. Yeah, I was thinking of copper as well for volume, like you're talking about. basically, like I can list that, I can spend 20-30 bucks, right, and then have enough listings for the entire month to get people to come to get foot traffic coming in. I think that's what you call it. It's the little handheld one. I have it on a couple of my video. I have it on a few video on my other channel. It just holds the little crucible. I do about ounce to 2 ounces at a time by hand, and then we have the giant one that looks like a beaker. We have that, but that's at my friend's house because, or not my friend's, my business partner's house, because we don't have the, I don't think we have the power output in our residential home to use that thing. The lights start flickering in our house. We're like, all right, can't use it here. I had no idea you were into medieval stuff too. It's very. I'm glad you're on the channel for sure. Yeah, the electric furnace. That's what it's called. Yeah, I've done. Well, the handheld's a lot of fun. Little hand torch and everything, because then you get more artistic pour in it because it's a lot lower temperatures. Because what I noticed with the electric furnace, since you can cook it so high, the bars become more flat when you pour them, which is nice when you want to make very nice shaped bars, but we want like nice ripples. Let me get some. I got some pieces. Let me go get some of those. Ooh. Yeah, sorry about that. World War II cosplay is better. I like World War II. So I'll show you some pieces. I actually did. When you eat, you say, "We will feast, and feast we shall." Yes, some of the SDAers do that. Yeah. So, like, I'm showing you some of the pieces I made. I actually sculpt that in ZBrush, and I can see that it's a silver round, hand poured. So, and that's on my friend's face. And then, yeah, that's how medieval I am, right? I have like silver, right? And then, yeah, here's our 2 ounce bars we got. You can see that. I don't know how you get it to not bend when you hit it. Or that's why I have a bunch of it. It's kept me financially safe, and I don't travel anywhere without it for sure. Like when I go on travel, like I actually went across the country here to Arizona just on silver because I lost my job. I had no more U.S. dollars, nothing coming in. I didn't even have DoorDash at the time. Yes, that was a really good movie. Yeah, back when movies were fun. You time traveled and he showed them like how to make bikes or whatever, and they're hip hopping. Yeah, good times. I'm self-employed. I've given up on my industry as a software engineer because most companies I see are laying off employees in mass. I have friends who work at Meta, 20 plus years experience. They got laid off. I don't subscribe to the demonology there. I don't have no pronouns. Take it easy, man. But yeah, I find that stuff to be weird. Oh, okay. It's just because it's like you're saying to the world, I am bowing the knee to your tongue. And that's essentially what it is. And I find that very hard to do. Yeah, you as well. But yeah, I have no problem with those people if they talk in such ways. I have acquaintances like that and some old friends that they're just kind of like lost souls and they're all into that. As I told them, I'm like, you can do whatever you want. You're a free individual. Just don't ask me to call you something you're not. So, when's the next match? SCA, we have fighter practice on Sunday. I believe this Sunday. So, uh, I think we have a marshal and everything. So it's gonna be this Sunday. So you'll be seeing videos. I can live stream that as well. If you guys are wanting me to live stream some of those long formats like that, so definitely helps with the algorithm, and also helps with my metrics. So I have to get my watch hours up or whatever it is. So, but I haven't been too concerned about that. So, like I said, this is a tertiary endeavor. So, to all other things. So, family comes first, or God comes first, then family, and then everything else. They're like, so the Society of Anachronism is more like a confederation of people who like medieval things. So it's a loose alliance of friendships. Like, there's a lot. There's people that believe in Christianity stuff like myself, and there's people who obviously don't. So it's just they don't really entertain the public per se. So it's more of like a reenactment group. But they do fairs, Ren fairs. There's actually a Ren fair coming up the next 2 weeks that they're going to. I'll be participating at least on Sunday that day. So Saturday I have doing some shooting, not shooting pew pew, but shooting videos and whatnot. Yeah. They do Ren fairs. That's just not their main bread and butter. It's a if you look up the SCA, they're a nonprofit organization. So my channel is not really affiliated with them. I'm an independent. Huh? Alabama. Beautiful state, by the way. If you ever come, check it out. It's God's country out here. It's fantastic. Going from the desert, right, Arizona, to luscious green environment is like, this is paradise, right? Absolute paradise. Though I do yearn here and there for the desert to go back there and see family, and that's about it. So, if you guys ever go up to Montana or Wyoming, beautiful countryside out there. When I first drove through Idaho, it was like Lord of the Rings. Idaho and Wyoming, something straight out of Lord of the Rings. Like just this beautiful landscape. I was super impressed out there. Oh yeah. If you go traveling, you should do that. And thank you all that have joined to watch this live stream for sure. It's definitely, we've grown in members since the start. You know, before I was kind of talking to myself in the fire, and now more or less on the inside because it's getting dark is coming faster, so it's a little harder to always do the open fire pit outside. So yes, yep, all the time. We travel. Last year I traveled all the way to Arizona. I didn't get any footage from that. Chainmail style, 16th century. Yeah, I'm a 14th century. My persona is 14th century, so I'd still be in style with that 14th century Crusader. And then, yeah, this is riveted mail, so it's actually quite nice. Comes from India, of all places. They actually produce some quality stuff. I was pretty impressed. So at some point, I need to oil this up, keep it protected. So. So this is chainmail, right? So you'll see this is interlinking mails of chain, and each one of these are riveted. Like there's I don't know if you can see it. There's tiny little rivets in each of these rings, and that keeps it together. So this protects from slashes and some puncture, but not much. If you ever look at medieval weaponry, they have very long, thin points. That's to pierce armor and gambeson, because this gambeson is very thick. So they're trying to get underneath that. So it's kind of like modern combat. They're trying to penetrate armor. So that's always been a thing. So that's what they're going for. So same thing with this. If you ever look at medieval helmets and why they're shaped like this, it's to deflect incoming blows or arrows, because you don't want it to hit flat, because that'll basically allow the kinetic energy, like a hammer, to go right through you. Why did I choose 14th century? To be a crusader. Late 14th century, the Templars were basically executed by France, and I found there's an organization called the Military Order of Christ. They're up in Portugal. That's why I chose the 14th century. That, and I wanted to go with full plate mail, because I actually have, if you're looking at my other videos, I actually have full plated armor. So I had to I built the armor first, and then made a persona around that. So, and I used 14th century templates because they were the easiest to hand cut. So, and my skill set of metalwork is limited when compared to like a mastercraft blacksmith. So I'm like, that was like literally my third suit I ever made in my entire life. The first two were made of plastic. So I knew how to make that general shape. If you ever look at my videos, you see the breastplate. I knew how to make that general shape. So that's kind of why I went with that. And then I got this to go with it. And then the helmet actually was basically a gift from God, because this helmet, when I found the original listing for this, was like $900. The guy I bought it from was in the SCA. It didn't fit him, so he was letting it go for like $350-ish. And it fit perfectly with what I was doing. So, and they'd have similar helmets like this, maybe not hinged like this per se, but they'd have helmets very similar to this. hopefully that answers your question why I chose the 14th century. It's just like I'm trying to, I don't know. It's just something led me to that. That's the way I describe it. Like an urging or tugging to go in that direction. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully that answered. I try to answer things in full context, and sometimes that annoys people, but hopefully that answers your question. No, everyone can choose their own persona in the SCA. That's what makes that's why it's a confederation of medieval things. People can be, they can be Greek, they can be Japanese, anything that's pre 17th century. They can be, or pre 16th century or whatever, I believe. So you could be a warrior from Bible, so BC warrior of some sort. You can be Greek hoplite. You can be whatever you want. So I don't know any other 14th century crusaders. I know 13th century crusaders. I've seen those guys. I actually fought at the last war. I got some footage of that. I actually got to fight alongside those guys. They were 13th century. And to a degree, majority of the SCA simulates combat, so the metas in like what in real life and what a like paintball versus the best analogy I can come up with is paintball versus having an actual gunfight. They're very similar, but not the same. So the metas for each one are going to be different, like what works and what doesn't. But so my gear is definitely not meta in the SCA. The meta is actually light armor. They're currently using what they call what is it called? Lamellar armor. The reason for that is it's light and it's protective. That's currently all the rage right now in the SCA is lamellar. It's breathable and it's movable, and most people go with mins, which is gorget, elbows, knees, cup, and helmet, and kidney protection. That's all you really need in the SCA. So a lot of people that want to actually win at the SCA and be an actual competitive fighter usually go lighter, rather than what I did. So it does affect combat for sure. I mean, the only way you're going to be authentic is if people are actually going to die. So you can only do so much. Even Boo Hurt, the guys that use live steel, they can't thrust. They can't thrust or anything like that, and there's certain things they can't do. So it's pros and cons, and like what you want out of your reenactment or what you're doing. I'm treating it more as a sport to lose weight and just have fun and go camping and all other things. So I try to go more primitive when I go out there. A lot of people use like modern conveniences when they're in the wars, like golf carts to get around and modern tent assemblies, or they go medieval tent with a canvas and they have modern conveniences on the inside. And I'm trying to do as primitive as possible. Some things I yield on, like propane burner. Like I wanted a hot food now. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun for sure. So we've got about 20 minutes left in the live stream. So if anyone has any questions, now is the time to shoot them for sure. And I hope your channel is doing great and prospering. My missus, she loves me. She does not partake in medieval dorky stuff. She watches from the YouTube stuff. That's about it. Past that, no. I've been trying to get my friends into it just for exercise reasons and to lose weight because I've lost 100 pounds doing keto and this. So I've been trying to get people who've like no. It's all B. She loves me, but she's not interested in this. She does support me though. She does like the mental changes, I guess, or in some regards. In some regards, not. Like I gotta stop being worrying so much about money all the time. Just because going from a nice job to working for yourself is a bit scary. Oh yeah, I love those. I gotta start doing more practice sessions. Just get it. I've been working late this past month, so and it's dark by the time I get back. So we are doing more stuff there. Like I said, we have fighter practice this weekend, and then we have the Ren Fair. And then, if you guys want, I can start posting like our schedule. There's actually, if you look at our videos, there is a link to the Shire of Glen Rhee. Most of the time, they post the schedules up there. I'm about to talk to them, make sure they're posting their schedule so people know, because they're somewhat inconsistent sometimes. But yeah, the practices have been helping me focus. I think that's what God led me to it, because it's like I'm a very chaotic person sometimes mentally, and I might have undiagnosed ADHD or something. I don't know. And this has actually focused my energy into just being better husband and a better provider, and just actually losing weight. Yeah, I'm sorry if I randomly show up my feed. Like, I'm on a quest to gain subscribers for sure. So you'll see like some videos that I try to make the videos in line with what the general messaging is bringing people to Christ and medieval stuff. So, because I'm a 14th century crusader, so be doing a lot of different things within that framework. So, but you won't see anything super off the wall, other than that Rick Roll video I did today. That was pretty funny. I thought that was kind of hilarious. So, but yeah, the shorts, that's an interesting game for sure. Like I was watching channel talk about like how to make shorts and how those are structured, and each second apparently counts. So it's very different from a long format. And so I've been kind of just experimenting. You'll see a lot of my stuff I'll experiment and what works, what doesn't. So mainly what seems to be working is my practice sessions and actually going to the events and fairs. It seems to be the bigger hitters, but I'm trying to stick with my schedule of uploading 3 videos a day on the shorts. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've noticed there's two types of people on YouTube now with the latest edition with the shorts. There's people that only watch shorts and only watch long formatted videos. And you and I are probably from the old school, like we're used to watching entire video sessions. So those take a little bit longer for me to make. And my computer's currently fried, so I'm doing everything off my phone currently. So I'm almost there to monetization. I need more watch hours, but that's not my primary goal. It is honestly to spread the message to the world about God, bring people closer to Him. Something tells me just bring people closer to Him. So it's kind of what I'm doing, and just kind of get people that are interested in medieval stuff along the way. So, because that's one of the demons I'm fighting is like obesity, right? Like I already slayed one demon that took my mother, which was cancer. Um, so I gotta fight the next demon that she faced all her life and was not able to beat, which was her weight. I'm down 100 pounds. Got 100 more to go. So, cause I make more than enough on DoorDash to do whatever I need to do. I'm free of any bondage towards bosses or um, any of that stuff. So it frees me up a little bit more to do things, even though my time's more consumed here lately. Just because I gotta catch up on bills. Like, so people got sick and had to take 2 weeks off, and that kind of, I'm sure you know, that would derail anyone working. So, but yeah, I'm surprised you were into medieval stuff, but I guess it kind of makes sense if you're into the ye old coinage, right? That you'd be into that stuff too. But yeah, I'm gonna be looking at to make at least a channel round, like a silver round. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I have a friend. He scares me with his weight, and we just had a knight here in the SCA pass away, and yeah, he passed away, and I'm not gonna be mean or talk ill of anyone. Uh, but you know, people's weight is an issue, and it does kill people, and I've been letting it slip for all these years. Me and the missus together are getting better and healthy wise, making healthier choices. So like tonight we're having chicken and rice, right? And all today we had like she has to go like gluten free now. So fun stuff. But yeah. So I mean that's also if you're also selling silver as well, the medieval people is also a potential market, right? Because I actually traded 2 ounces of silver for some armor for a friend of mine because he was selling it for $50. Like, well, I don't have $50 cash per se. I'll trade you silver for those elbows, or yeah, it was elbows. And he said he had no idea what silver was or how much it goes for, and I showed him the spot price of silver, and I was able to do that. Yeah, yeah, you should try it sometime. It's a bit scary because I'm sure you know everyone's been kind of like brainwashed by the United States dollar over the years, and that they're now slowly transitioning people to digital currencies. So it's interesting to see that transition because I asked my friend like, when's the last time you actually used cash, right? And it was for years. I'm neither one of those things, so I can't answer. Yeah. Super King Anthony. You know, I love the ye old trolls. I'm glad you guys are still kicking. God bless you guys for sure, because like people come from people nowadays seem to be a lot softer than what I'm used to. It's just crazy. Both are good choices. Sure, you're a free individual to be, I guess, whatever you want, but I don't know how you could choose to be the a different skin color. I guess you get a blowtorch. I don't know. Well, thank you. I appreciate it for sure. So, these live streams, I'm still getting used to them and how they function and work. And so, Jackson did it. Michael Jackson? Yeah, I love it too. It's protected me like through getting my face broken open, right? I took a spear to the face, right? Literally took a spear to the face. And always concerned with this strap hold, because that's the thing you have to worry about. If this strap breaks or comes apart or whatever, this metal is coming into my face, so it's definitely saved my nose. Like that. I'm actually going to be adding later in the year, you know, when I get some more funding for these operations, is to add chainmail to here and down under here, so it's more period. And then we're also going to be adding spring steel to the back of this and buttons, so I don't have to use this strap here. Yeah, I love it too. We actually made this entire hinge system. It took us about 8 hours just to forge this part out here and to make this hinge joint. And so we welded this onto the hinge joint, as you can see here. And then I cannot believe how long forging takes. Just a little piece like this. 8 hours. So, but it was worth it, because like before, this was just bolted on the helmet, right? And I did not like taking it on and off because it would scrape my nose coming off and coming on. So I was like, I need something where I can, you know, breathe and, you know, drink or do whatever I need to do, right? So, but I definitely need to do the push pins, because currently with these straps here, it's kind of difficult. But it kind of defeats the purpose. I have to basically put it on like the old way. I'll show you. I have to seal it. Take this strap out of the way. Basically, I gotta do that. That secures it so it doesn't come off or anything like that. And there's plenty of padding in there, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. But it makes it a little easier to go on than what it was before. Hopefully that answers your questions about the helmet. Like, I'm actually going to be making some helmets because I didn't make this one per se, and I want to make all my own armor. So I'm going to be taking this template here from this helm and hammering out my own helmet. And then just making more. Oh, yeah. This dude, I believe, I actually spoke with him. I believe he used either a water jet or a laser cutter to do this stuff, right? All the intricate parts. But he hammered everything. Obviously, you hammer out everything else, and then like you don't even see his weld, right? Like this is welded down the center, down the top here, or on the inside at least. And you can tell when someone does a good job, and you can't see like the weld seam. So he did a pretty good job of making it look like one continuous piece. And then, yeah. And I've been adding to it. Something like that. I didn't go into much detail, but he actually makes a bunch of these. I don't know if he makes any more because I asked him about his helmet templates. But yeah, it was pretty sick. I actually have another night, Sir Marcus. I can post some of his work that he hand forged himself on this channel if he wants me to. I'll ask him, see what his thoughts are. But he's making more helmets, and eventually he's gonna be selling them. I don't know what he is doing right now currently about that. So just so you guys know, I have about 3 minutes left in the stream. I'm gonna be ending here. I'll try to keep it under 1 hour because I gotta eat and everything. So, if you have any more questions, I'm always free to answer them. And I'll be happy to see you guys on the next live stream Wednesday, which is the practice live stream. I gotta rebuild the Pell. Hopefully, if not, it's just gonna be weight training mostly. And yeah, happy they found me as well. If you're into the SCA, go ahead and check us out. Like, we actually go and fight in these hard suits. Oh yeah. Well, unfortunately, I'm getting my ass beat down because a lot of these people are like, they have 20 years on me. Some of these people, and they're in better shape. Idris, if you ever look at some fight videos with him, that dude just went to a Spartan race in Nashville here recently and completed that. So I'm gonna be signing up for that for next year for 2025. So I can probably add that title to what I'm doing. It's like, why not, right? So the whole point of the channel is to have faith, lose weight, get in shape, and have fun being medieval stuff. Oh yeah, I'm glad you came. When I saw your name, I recognized you immediately. When I saw your logo too, I was like, "Hey, I know you. I've seen you on Yankee Stacking and the other guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the other Silver channel. He's God, he does like the ones where he calls the shops or whatever. Yeah, Silver Dragons as well. That guy, well, fortunately I had to sell his piece. I had to sell all that stuff that I acquired, but it's what it's for. Silver Seeker, thank you. Those are the three I watch. So if you guys are into silver stacking, check those guys out. Silver Dragons, Tuli, and Silver Seeker. So I would say check me out, but I haven't been posting that channel regularly. I've been selling. It's just I have not been promoting like I should be, which is the whole point of this channel as well. Is kind of like cross promote that. If you ever see my thing, it'll say @ImperialMark. It's kind of loosely cross promote that storefront. But yeah, so if you guys are into silver, check out that stuff. So you can see that icon there. Of course I drop it! I might have. I'll have to check again. I had to retool this channel because there was a lot of stuff that are. This channel, if you look at the channel, it's over 15 years old. This is the first year I actually decided to, or second year I decided to actually grow the channel into an actual channel rather than just a general vlog dumping channel for like a resume, basically what I used it for 15 years. Yeah, I'll share a link on that. I think we have a website as well, but I have to update the website. But my computer's down currently, so but it's up there as well. Let me go. Let me see if let me get a link to it. Oh yeah. What would that armor work against a crossbow? So a crossbow is specifically designed to defeat armor. The answer would be it depends. There's a many factors. When people talk like that, there's so many factors you have to calculate when in combat: range, angle, etc. So it depends. Point blank range, I don't think any armor is going to save you. But at range, depends. So depends on what kind of weapon they got, the strength, the angle, etc. Yeah, I do not want to be hit with the crossbow. If you're asking me if I want to be hit with a crossbow, the answer is no, right? So those were specifically designed to defeat armor. But any more last minute questions before I go in the stream? How many pounds of gear do I have? So currently this helmet is 20 pounds. The rest of the armor combined is about 60 pounds of gear. So I'm not an archer guy, but I know they use, it looks like a giant wedge is what they use to defeat armor. Whatever they use in current day to defeat tank armor, that's primarily what the shape's going to probably look like, more or less. It's just going to be very pointy, with the tip. Well, hopefully that answers how much the armor weighs all in all. So if you see me on the field, that's 60 pounds of gear. And I'm actually going to be adding about another 10 pounds with the protection around the legs I gotta get. So, but thank you all for joining us, and I hope to see you all in the next live stream here on Wednesday, practicing and whatnot. So, y'all have a blessed night. God bless.